This is our Forex blog for February 5th, 2016, and I just want to show briefly how our system performed this week. I'm going to start with the euro dollar and I'll show you the stats. I'll hit the minus key to zoom out a little bit. You can see we had a small win here. Actually, let's start early in the day. Nice big win here. Counter trend trade. That went up about 10 pips. Another counter trend trade here that worked. Here's the pound. Of about a 10 or 12 pip loss there. Previous trade was about a 15-20 pip win. We have about a 2 pip win, maybe a pip or 2 win, and a huge 40 pip win earlier. Previous day there was only this trade right here, pretty much break even. Huge win earlier in the day. Unfortunately, missed this move because it was probably in a downtrend and didn't justify. You know, if the trend's down, I usually will wait for either double bottoms, pull back to the 50 or 62% Fibonacci trend lines, Gann angles, any kind of move like this with a short, small pullback like that. I assume if the trend's down, it's not going to continue, and you know, occasionally trends reverse and we miss those. I care more about avoiding unnecessary losses. If a particular trade like this loses two out of three times or 3 out of 4 times, you know, I don't care if I catch one and lose 3. I just want to skip them. Here's the euro dollar the previous day, 30 pip win right there. And usually there's a day of swings needed for a lead up. You can see a nice little win right here in the dollar Swiss. Earlier in the day it had a 15-20 pip win, another 20 pip win. Beautiful counter trend trade right at the Fibonacci profit target level, which is a big thing that I look for and believe in. If the momentum is showing signs of reversing, then I tend to take those Fibonacci profit target trades. The New Zealand dollar at the end of the day, or 9:30, small break-even trade. Before that, it was good for about 20 pips. The day before, you can see a nice 25 or 30 pip trade there, 20 pip trade there. And one of the things I plan on doing more in the future is to try to catch more of these flag patterns like this. Anytime there's an explosive move like that, and you have a nice little flag pattern, it's very hard to identify these in real time because the patterns can be, you know, 3 down, 2 up, up down, or it can be 4 down. You know, there's hundreds if not thousands of different ways these flag patterns can happen. So it's very hard to catch the good ones without having, you know, 3 out of 4 bad ones show up that are not flag patterns that cause losses. Here's the CAD yen. This one found 2 nice trades. We exited at the end of the day, so that was about 10 or 15 pips. Earlier, about 60 pips. Pretty much 2 pip loss, 2 pip loss. And this was one of our fast markets. Anytime the market's going very fast and showing momentum to the downside, we get short. It tends to lose more than it works, but you can see I don't have any problems taking trades that typically lose 3 or 4 pips. When they work, they catch 50 or 80 pips due to the high volatility, and so I leave those alone typically. You can see another one of them generated right here, which ended up with another loss, but again, I don't care about missing or losing 4 pips. If and those are you'll see them in our stats here. They're called fast trades. You can see fast 20 gained 10 pounds and 10 pips on that particular one. These are the stats, and again, these are at the end of the day. I fix some trades each day that don't show up in here, and I add some new patterns. But Friday, 531 pips, 49 trades. And what I focus on the most is having the losses under 8 pips on average. In this day, it was only 5.5 pips because a lot of the trades were under 5 pips. And the wins are considerably more. In this case, 23 pips. So 4 times bigger wins than loss, and about 55% winning on Friday. Thursday, a lot of trades. 439 pips, 56 trades in the 14 pairs we trade. 6 pip average loss. and 16 pip average win. So there's a lot of smaller wins that day, unfortunately, but that's why the average win was smaller. You can see the average win the previous day was 18 pips. The total for the day is 446. The losses averaged 8. So it was about 55-60% winning with about 2 times bigger win than loss. And that's the minimum I shoot for. You can look at some of the other blogs. Previous day, 408 pips. Very few losers that day. 6.4 pip average loss. Wonderful. And average win is 22. So it's almost 4 times bigger win than loss and very decent win percentage that day. And here's Sunday, Monday. 462 pips, 41 trades. A lot of tiny losses, so the average is very nice at 5.2 pips. And the average win 21. So 4 times bigger win than loss, and probably 60-63% winning, I'm just guessing. And again, these stats are at the end of the day. I'll fix usually 3 to 5 of the older trades. I keep stats of all of them, and we'll analyze. Let's say if the NR break 29 shows up, I can see that this particular one loses money. So if it shows up in the future, I'll be much more apt to make changes and add more changes to it. Here's the NR break 296. It found 127 pips. Each trade averaged 9.8 pips, including the bad one. So I will tend to leave that particular trade alone. And as you can see, there are over 3,500 different patterns with all kinds of different 9,141 trades since I started keeping stats. And again, I know which ones are working, which ones aren't. This one only generates 2.6 pips per trade. So if that shows up with a really ridiculous loss, I will be more apt to fix it in the future. And you can see over the period of time, maybe over a year, it only had 10 trades. So it doesn't happen that often. And that's what I do, and I fix patterns and add patterns every day. And I'm building a new machine with an 8-core processor to do much more extensive back testing, much faster. It should be 2 times faster than my existing computer. So over the next few months, you will see tremendous improvements in the new patterns I create, because they will try to find more trades with less patterns.